What a fantastic start to the night, Dave. The next fight up, Edgleson. He is someone who's fought on the contenders, hasn't he? And this is the first time on the big Cage Rage promotion.
This is a big fight for Edgleson. You know, contenders' last two fights, if you haven't seen him, he's sparked the two guys flat out. And this is what's brought him to the big stage.
Is he someone you think who can step up?
He's stepping up. Not can think he can step up. He's stepping up. But you know what? He's fighting Chris Rice. Now, Chris Rice, that's a big Birmingham favourite. What can I say, chap?
You can hear the girls screaming for him. So I tell you what, let's get the action started and join our Cage MC. It's the man, Mark Applin.
First to enter the cage from England, Chris Rice! And his opponent from England, Edgleson, the Edge
Okay, you ready to fight? You ready to fight? Bring it on, come on!
I think what the Edge has to do is he's got to press the action, and he can't hang back like he's doing now.
No, he will, but Rob, he will probably be a bit hesitant stepping up to the big stage for the first time against an experienced man. The other thing I worry about him, as I was just about to say, is the range he is fighting at as well at the moment. He's at the perfect range for Chris Rice at the moment.
He's got to be really far outside or far inside, because being in that middle range, like you said, Malcolm, it's not going to work well. And again, he leaned back and he ate a right hand and put him on the deck. And look at this. We got the beautiful double edge takedown there by Chris Rice. Now he's on top. Now let's see what he has in the way. Now look at this.
Lou trying to work his way back upright. Doing a good job of doing so. Does so very, very well.
Well, one of the things we've seen through his contenders' appearances is he's very strong.
That's right, very strong, very durable.
I'm impressed with Edgleson's ability to get back up like that quickly. But now he's got to do something with that stand-up.
That's right, Rice firing in the knees, firing in shots to the body. They come away, Lou looking to fire that left hand again.
And that right almost landed from Rice again. Edgleson's got to watch that right hand.
Left jab and a straight right, straight down the pipe.
In boxing, that would have already been a 10-7 round with 2 knockdowns, but this is MMA, even though it is 10-point must system, but they will count into the judges' scoring. They may rule this a 10-7 round with the knockdowns.
Rice tried to work his way round Luch, looking to work his legs upwards.
There is that methodical approach that comes with experience from Rice, isn't there?
Yeah, he's been very ice cold and calculating. When he got the knockdown, he didn't even do anything. He just stood there and waited for the guy to get back up.
Firing in those low kicks. Lou back to his feet, Rice chases him backwards. That's
and
right.
It landed there.
He's got no head movement.
Very still, coming at Chris Rice. The same angle, the same direction. Maybe he should move from left to right.
And he goes right into, it looks like an almost, Chris Rice could get a guillotine here.
Edglesson does the right thing, grabs the hand on the inside, pulls the arm away from his neck, but ends up in a bad position.
Yeah, he pulled himself right into being mounted almost, and now it's a half guard, but Edglesson is showing his inexperience here in round 1.
Yes, we did say it was a big step up, and Rob, picking up on something the fight professor said earlier, it's in these moments, the size difference does seem dramatic.
It does. I mean, Rice looks absolutely huge on top of Lou there. Just trying to control his man, looking to fire the strikes, looking to use ground and pound while in this position. Lou are doing a good job of just covering up.
Well, Chris, having had 16 fights, he's using that experience, and he's being very patient, and he's taking his time, basically. He's not wasting shots.
Chris Rice needs to be careful. Lua can spin on his hips and look to grab an ankle submission or a heel submission.
Yeah, I mean, Rice is just looking to get heel hook there, but
Lou needs to spin on his hips and set it up, Stephen. What do you think?
Yeah, because the problem is the length of his leg is going to be hard to tuck under the armpit, because his shin is already under his armpit, because he's got almost like a high knee mount there, and you need to get that ankle under the armpit, and it's nowhere near that. But the positioning is right for a heel hook for Edgelson from the bottom. But Edgelson now is going for something, but it's too. There he's going for it, and he lets him slide out. He didn't grab on. You got to squeeze the knees together and trap the leg to get a good heel hook like that.
Big learning curve that first round for Edgelson, but all credit to him, he came through it.
Okay, and here we have the first knockdown, and it was off a low kick. It was an overhand right, but Edgelson popped back up. It didn't hurt him. It was just a quick flash knockdown. He was standing on one leg, and here we have another look at it. When you throw a kick, you're standing on one leg, and if the guy can time the kick with a right hand, as Chris Rice did, and that was almost a grazing shot. He hit him with the side of the arm, actually, but he went down anyway. That doesn't bode well for the footwork of Edgelson, because
mobility's been a problem for him, Steve. Let's be honest, he stayed within range, and this is where he ended up. So, Rob, is the writing on the wall here for Edgelson in this first fight in the big show?
I think so. I mean, if I was in Chris Rice's corner, I'll be honest, I'd be saying keep it upright. You know, he seems to be dominating the stand-up comfortably. Keep it there.
Well, it looks to me like Lua is a little bit tired here. So if Chris Rice has a good body kick or knee to the body or spinning back kick, it would be time to go to the body right here. If he had a back kick, he could end this fight right now.
Lua this time looking to shoot.
It was a fast enough shot, and he does get the takedown finally. He had to drive for it, though.
That's right, using that strength we were talking about earlier, wins him the takedown. Lua in top position. I think Chris Rice is starting to tire now where he's been on his back. Lua does a great job of taking the back, just as I said that. And now it's Rice on top. He slipped to his back.
Two missed opportunities there by Edgelson. He almost got the back of Chris Rice, let it slip. Almost got in a position where he could have done a triangle, let that slip.
That's an experience, obviously, but what he has got, as we've seen in the past, is durability.
Yeah, well, he's going to have to exhibit that durability, because we've got almost 2 minutes left, and he's mounted.
Lua in trouble now as Chris Rice looks to strike. Chris Rice trying to turn his man to his back, which is unusual, because usually from this position, fighters are happy to let the grounded opponent turn to his stomach. From there, they can work for a rear naked choke.
I think that speaks about the confidence Chris may not have in his jiu-jitsu, because you would want the guy to turn to where he had his back to you. That way he could sink in the rear naked choke or deliver shots to the side of his head that he couldn't see coming.
That's right. Leon Roberts looking on close. Lua not really defending or doing anything constructive to get himself out of this position.
Chris is thinking about the armbar there, but he's got opportunities here to submit Edgelson, because if he can trap the arm, he can roll back into an armbar. But the thing is, he gives up back control. And with back control, you can just win the round. It's a choice. Again, if you have a lot of confidence in your jiu-jitsu ability, there are submission possibilities here. But he's not trying for them. Another thing is, because of the length issue, because Lua is so much shorter. Okay, now he's got his back. Now he can work for a submission. Oh, he's almost got the rear naked choke here. And this is going to be hard. Lua's got to turn his head. He's got to do it quick.
That's right. Less than 20 seconds left in the round. Lua in a bad position. Chris Rice working for the rear naked choke.
Lua keeping his chin down and avoiding the submission, but now his chin is up.
Rice gets it in. Will he have time? Last 10 seconds as we count down. Chris Rice looking to change position, gives up on the submission.
Wow, Edgelson was able to escape a finish there from being back control for a good part of the round. Now here we have Edgelson on top, and Chris Rice tries a rollover, but almost gets back mounted, but see, Edgelson just slipped off of him. He didn't try and maintain back control.
And as it begins, what would you expect from this round? I mean, what do you guys expect to see?
Well, I think that Malcolm said earlier in the fight that Chris should just keep it standing, and I agree with that. Of course.
And there it goes, big uppercut.
But this is near the end. That uppercut was almost a one-punch knockout.
Leon Roberts looking in closely. checking in on the action. Lua defending, he's fighting his way out of it.
Personally, I think Chris should stand up. Because what's happening is Edgelson is able to wrap him up and cover up in a way that he can't get finished in this position. Chris should stand back up and try for an uppercut or a straight right and finish him with a standing knockout. Because he hasn't been able to land consistently with accurate punches on the floor.
Chris Rice again moves to mount position quite easily and comfortably. Mount position now. Lua looks in trouble. He looks to turn to his stomach again.
And when you talk, you've both mentioned the terms comfortably. In reality, Rice has fought within his comfort zone, hasn't he?
Yeah, okay.
The ref's called it. That's it. It's over.
I think it's a good call. I think he could have. I think that Lua probably could have taken more punishment, but what's the point? Lua just wasn't fighting back anymore. Here we have, this is the uppercut, and it was a beautiful uppercut. I'm surprised that with that banging of his head on the floor, he didn't knock himself out. Here it is again, and he was ducking down, not looking at his opponent. When you duck down like that, you always got to keep your eye on your opponent, but at this juncture, he was just still happy to be there in the fight in the third round, a round he'd never seen to this moment, and he was just getting grounded and pounded. And Leon Roberts, the referee, definitely did the right thing here, because Edgelson he's got no movement in that there's no kind of body movement saying I'm still fighting this fight.
So Rob, a compassionate call.
Yeah, I think so.
Your referee called a halt to this contest due to ground and pound in favor of your winner, Chris Rice! And ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your runner-up, Edgelson, the Edge, Lua!
Another fantastic fight here tonight. Chris, you had him down on the ground a few times in the first round. Would you have hoped to have ended it there?
Well, of course, yeah, but I mean, he's a tough opponent, and he knew what he was doing. So, fair play to him. Obviously, you want to finish it as soon as you can, but he had good technique, and fair play to him.
You look very controlled. I mean, when you had him down the first time, do you think, I've got to go in, I've got to finish it now? Or is it a case of let's just keep going?
Tried to keep it controlled. You only make mistakes when you try and rush things, so just try to keep it controlled and just take my time.
Do you think it was a fair ending in the end? It was a referee stoppage. You were on top of him. Was that the case of you'd won the fight?
Well, yeah, the rules are if you're not intelligent, you're defending yourself. The ref's got to protect the fighter, so he made the right choice, I think.
Cage Rage on the road, what's it like fighting in front of your fans?
Yeah, it's wicked to say thanks to all the Birmingham fans out there that come to see me.
Fantastic. Put your hands together for your winner, Chris Rice!